cannot stop us to write about it. And someday somebody will ask, why don't you make a lift if you write so much about it, if you discuss so much about it, if there is a subject in PTT as well as in B.Ed and then M.Ed, why don't you make it a reality? So this is the first step that will enforce us that we should do something about it. Inclusion is a huge umbrella term, where every child should be brought to the school. Let me explain one thing very clearly, which we are not knowing, we are confused with the terms. Special education is not inclusive education, you should know very clearly. Special education is an education given to the child who cannot use the same kind of channel of learning and medium of instruction which the normal people are exercising. I mean to say, if a person is so blind that he cannot be benefited from the normal class teaching, he must be taught through the braille by a specialized teacher under special environment in a special school, because he or she will not get any benefit in the normal school. So that's called special education. Inclusive education is basically anybody who is eligible as per the age and can be benefited from the normal instructions being carried out in a normal school. It means partially blind, partially hearing impaired, partially other kind of handicapping condition, maybe mental retardation. They are always to be brought to this school, a normal school, so-called normal. मतलब जो लोग बहुत support करते हैं special education को, what do they call this school? You know, this school, normal school, D.A.V schools. D.A.V school means temporarily abled body. Temporarily abled body. What does it mean? आज एक्सीडेंट हो गया तो कल ये हमारे साथ बैठा होगा. We are temporary. They support like this. Anyway, but inclusion is not about disability only. Inclusion is bringing every child to the school. Maybe a nomad, maybe a street child, maybe a better child, maybe a girl child, maybe a tribal child, maybe third gender child, LGBT community, whatever it is. Out of that, one category is disability. But why we take so much, discuss so much about disability and not other categories? The reason is that disabled category is the biggest chunk, the biggest category to be included. I don't know what is the problem with the definitions. US says they have around 12% disabled, and some people claim 17% disabled, and we claim only 2 point something percentage. Whereas the other NGOs and all those, they claim that around 6% people are disabled in India. Now, why we want to educate? What is fun of doing it? Bringing an abnormal child or a disabled child to the normal school. What is it basically? It is, first thing is that they are born human beings, so they should be given treatment like a human. This is the first argument why we want to bring them to the school. Second is, everybody can have, anybody can have a disabled child. If I don't support it, when I support a girl child, I support my own sister, my own daughter, my own mother. I'm not doing anything else. मैं किसी पे कोई एहसान नहीं कर रहा कि मैं support करता हूँ girl child को, because I am supporting myself. Same way, nobody knows who can get a disabled child at home. फिर हम चाहेंगे कि everybody should support it. So anybody can have. Even the Cameron White, the UK Prime Minister, had a child, disabled child. He was forgot the term, autistic child. इतनी layers हैं इसमें, इतनी layers हैं. अगर आप सिर्फ inclusion और disability को पढ़ेंगे तो it's a huge area. It's a very big area, and I have studied it thoroughly. Many concepts I never knew, which I learned and then I expressed wherever I got a chance to do so. So the idea is basically, for example, suppose we have 6% disabled in this country, let it be. Around 4% people, they consider that they are the people who need some custodial care. Means somebody should be there to care them. Karna hi hoga. So 6% not working, 4% caring them, so your 10% population become unproductive. If we educate them, we can release these 4% people who are caring them by some instruments, by some help, by some software, by some technology. So we will be able to help them to relieve these 4% people who are caring these 6% people. And educating, let me give one example of what is meaning of education. For all other categories, education is same which you are getting. Only there are some kind of adjustment. There will be one question in the exam for blind will be different and for the other will be different, but syllabus remains same. And inclusive education says, don't give them any relaxation while evaluating, while giving exam. Don't give any kind of relaxation. If you want to give them relaxation at the time of the job. Don't bring them, don't make them inferiority kind of feeling, don't bring it to them. So, but one category is different, that is called mental retardation. In mental retardation, we are doing something in class which is related to the brain and they are having an inferior brain. This is the problem with them. But उनका syllabus क्या होगा? For a severely mental retarded child, the syllabus क्या है? कपड़े डालने आ जाए, कंघी करनी आ जाए, नमस्ते करनी आ जाए, आग लग जाए तो बता पाए आग लग गई, कोई प्रॉब्लम है तो प्रॉब्लम बता पाए, अपने आप को टॉयलेट ट्रेनिंग उसकी करवा दी जाए. दिस इज सिलेबस फॉर एजुकेटिंग इट डिसेबल हु इज मेंटली रिटार्डेड. हाँ जी, सेल्फ हेल्प स्किल्स, दैट इज द सिलेबस फॉर देम. बट फॉर अदर्स सेम सिलेबस. So I spoken a little bit more, which was not expected from me. I was to welcome, but I wanted to tell something to my students in ETT that they should also know, because the first interaction, first encounter will be with you. Whenever a disabled child, and we are very, very indifferent to this kind of people, and even parents are not that caring. गांव में तो आपको मिलेगा कि प्राइमरी में जब बच्चा आएगा तो आप डिस्कवर करेंगे द चाइल्ड हैज सम प्रॉब्लम विद द हियरिंग, क्योंकि वो बात कर रहा होगा, रोज डिस्टर्ब कर रहा होगा, तो यू माइट बी थिंकिंग दैट चीटिंग कर रहा है, समथिंग लाइक ए मिस्टीरियस चाइल्ड. And then you go into the depth of why he is doing that, you will understand he is not able to hear. That's why he is asking somebody what the teacher is saying. Somebody is unable to see clearly the blackboard, that's why he is or she is asking to the next child that what is written on the blackboard. So you will be the first one to counter with these children. So this book is a little effort in this direction. Research papers are always a good source of learning. Why I say like that? Because research papers write from their own angles, which we have not seen. Whereas the syllabus, we have to go via some specific kind of content, some instruction by the university or board. But here you are free to write anything. And some people write extremely well. Like Madam was appreciating Charan sir's paper. Is a very well connected this disability to the course. So we are full of appreciation that somebody who has come here to release this book has read his paper and appreciated it. Same way some students have written in it. And so I appreciate the team, I appreciate the support from the college, I appreciate the all writers have contributed, and most humbly appreciate Madam gesture to come over here and release this book. Thank you very much. God bless you. Thank you.
look around.